I was a prosecutor in the Manhattan DA's office for almost a decade. There weren't that many prosecutors interested in the older person as a crime victim. And one of the things that I saw was that there was no shelter for older people if their home was unsafe. There was a gap in service for the shelter component for an older person who may be victimized at home and who needed supports and then a bridge back into community. I was on a board where I met the CEO here, Dan Reingold, and together we came up with the idea of creating a shelter intervention program within a skilled nursing home. There is medical care, therapeutic care, all the things that might be necessary to help an older person heal. We would bring legal expertise and therapeutic expertise that was really trauma-informed.
When the abuse is of a severity that the person is clearly not safe at home, then you're looking at a situation that becomes very complicated.
What is it that, with respect to this person, what does this person need? Is it medical care? Is it assistive devices? There are answers. We just have to understand what it is that our clients need and know how to tap into those systems.
Because of the trauma they've experienced, and so often, especially if they've experienced abuse at the hands of a family member, we're talking about years of incidents and abuse, and so a lot of our role is just educating clients on the truth of what are the different options that are afforded them.
People, when they hear the word shelter, they think of, homeless shelters or domestic violence shelters, and may not necessarily realize that there is a place and a need for elder abuse shelters as well.
And we can band together and say, let's get something done for this person who otherwise nobody might be paying attention to.
By the time somebody gets to the Weinberg Center, they're in a situation that really has reached a crisis level. Functional domains have sort of collapsed in on each other.
So when we think about the systems that are in play, we have court systems, the systems of benefits and entitlements, the human services systems like adult protective services, and then we also have medical systems. And so all four of those interplay with one another, and the way that we act in one arena will impact the benefits and entitlements and options that are available in the other arenas.
All of these threads touch and impact what we can do legally for our clients.
The systems are struggling to catch up, to be relevant. So I think we're dealing with all of that.
That's one of the things that's so incredible just about the elder abuse shelter model, is that it means that you can, in some ways, bypass those systems as an immediate response. I think one of the best things to do is to take a team approach and build relationships so that when you are navigating a difficult system, you have somebody that you know on the other end of the line that you're talking to. There's a very vibrant network of connections and resources that people at the Weinberg Center can turn to when they're trying to solve a problem.
Well, I'm very involved with our Spring Alliance initiative, which is our community of professionals around the country who are operating shelter programs similar to ours.
Making sure that there's a way to meet whatever the community need is really important, and something the Spring Alliance has provided support for over 20 shelter sites over the last decade or so.
Elder abuse can really only be addressed effectively when multiple systems and multiple professionals from those systems work together and strategize together.
I think we're really at the cusp of deep understanding on the part of our elected officials and government that shelter for older people is a necessary part of community.
The clients have to lead the way. They're the ones that are the experts in what they're ready for on their own timeline, and empower them and support them in the way that they want to move forward.
It's not acceptable that older people would be devalued and marginalized, and that their safety would not be a priority.
I see it as fundamentally hopeful work. Them coming here is them saying, no, I still have time, I still have ability to make change, I can still enjoy this moment and the freedoms that it affords me.
The Weinberg Center has made a big contribution in that way of saying, let's have each other's backs, let's not be strangers, let's notice, does this older adult seem safe?
I can put that down on the frame of every single client we've ever had here. Close to 200,000 days of shelter that it's true they've come here because of something terrible, but we have the chance, we have the opportunity to help ourselves and help them, see that, which is beautiful.